Hey everybody, welcome to Multiplying and Dividing Rational Expressions. This is 5.2 and this is video 2. And we're going to be talking about specifically multiplying, being able to multiply and divide rational expressions. So we've already simplified them, and so now what we're going to do is add operations, and then we're going to combine that with the simplifying rational expression. So it's a new objective, multiplying and dividing rational expressions, but you're going to also use simplifying from the previous video. Okay, so we can multiply rational expressions the same way that you multiply fractions, and so that idea is multiplying, straight across. So if I have something, like 2/3 times 5/4, you can multiply straight across and get 10/12. Okay, and you can reduce that, or you can start at the beginning and say, oh well, 2 goes into itself once, 2 goes into 4 twice, 3 and 5 have nothing in common, and then you get the 5/2 simplification. So there's a couple ways to do that, and the idea is that's what we're going to take and apply to rational expressions. Okay, so let's multiply and assume that all expressions are defined. And so what that means is I don't have to put the x values that don't work, where the function's undefined. They're all defined. So that means, like in this first one, x and y won't be 0. Okay, so the first thing I can do is I can just start multiplying if I want to, or I can try to simplify at first. And I'll try to simplify at first. And you can remember, with multiplying, you can either go vertically or diagonally to help us simplify. So for example, and I think I have to rewrite this because, so I have 2x to the 4th, okay, times y to the 5th, okay, and that's 15x squared times 15x squared over x cubed. Remember now, when you divide exponents or divide numbers that have the same base, you subtract exponents. So let's look. And we see diagonally here, I know 2 can go into itself once, okay, and 2 goes into 8 4 times. Okay, and let's look at the other expression here. 3 goes into itself once, and 3 goes into 15 5 times. Okay, so I started with my numbers first. Okay, so I can maybe put an equal sign there, and I have a 1 here and a 5 here, so I know I'm going to have a 5 up top. Let's give myself some space, and a 1 times 4, so I'm going to have a 4 at least in the denominator. So there's a lot to simplify here, so I'm just going to do it a little bit at a time. Let's look at our variables. Okay, x squared is going to cancel with 2 of those x's. Okay, and let's look here. Both of those x's, x squared is going to cancel with this, so there's only going to be x in the bottom. And these two y squareds, this y squared, not 2, this y squared is going to cancel with 2 of those, so there's going to be 3 up here. Okay, so if we look, we've got a lot left here. So we look at the numerator, we still have x squared, and we still have 1x down here. So this 1x is going to go away with that final x there. Okay, so there's a lot to simplify there. So what's left? We already brought the 1. There is just 1x over here. Okay, and it comes from this one here. And nothing here is left. It's all crossed out. Okay, we've already brought the 4 over. And the only thing that's left up here is just y cubed. Okay, so we get 5xy cubed over 4. Okay. Let's look at example 2. Example 2, we're going to need to factor using trinomials. So I'll go down here. Our numerator is x plus 2. Okay, in the denominator here, 3x plus 12, I can factor out the 3, and I'm left with x plus 4. Okay, nothing can simplify yet, times x plus 4. And when we factor the denominator here, 2 numbers that multiply to be -4 and add to be 0 are x plus 2, x minus 2, difference of 2 squares. Okay, so now everything is factored, and now we got to see if we can break anything down. Notice how I have an x plus 2 here, and that goes to itself, and I have an x plus 2 here. So those go to 1. Okay, I also have an x plus 4 here, and an x plus 4 here, so they're going to make each other go to 1 there. Okay, so let's see what we have left. The x plus 2 is gone here, the x plus 4, so our numerator is only a 1. Our denominator, it becomes 3 times the quantity x minus 2. Okay, or you can write that as 1 over 3x minus 6. Okay, so that's going to do it for multiplication in example 1. I'm going to go ahead and pause there, and we're going to pick up with example 2 with division. Okay, so if you have any questions or comments, let me know, and we'll see you next time.